Okay, so you're now ready to solve for the second step. The first thing you need to do is you need to take the side that you just solved and flip it over. So now it's on the bottom. What you're going to do now is you're going to solve for these four corners here on the second layer. This is a bit more challenging than what we've already done, but I'll take it step by step and hopefully you'll follow right along. So what you need to do is you need to do the same thing when you were getting the cross here, that you need to match up the colors. So this one is yellow and orange, so therefore you need to find the yellow and orange corner piece, like the side piece right here. So you look on the top layer first to find the yellow and orange piece. It's right here. So we need to take this piece and move it here. So what we do is we hold it so that the piece is in front of you. This one's already matched up, because if this piece just happened to be, let's say, over here, when we went to go look for the yellow and orange, and we find it over here, the first thing you need to do is you need to take the color that is facing the centerpiece and move it to its matching partner. So for us, that would just be one to the left. So now that they're matching, we can move this piece into here. Basically, the reason why we need to have the orange colors matching up is so that way when it gets moved into here, the orange matches up here and the yellow matches up here. That's the only reason. Because if we were doing it like this, the orange and the yellow do not match up, and then we'd have a problem when it gets into here. So that's why we need it to stay like that. So we need to take this piece and move it to the left, so over here. So to do that, we need our next algorithm, which is up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. So to move to the left, it's up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. So now the piece is where it needs to go. So now we do the same thing we just did, but for this piece over here, which is the orange and white piece. Now, lucky enough for us, the white piece and the orange is already where it needs to be for the first step. And we also need to move it to the left, so we do the same algorithm. Up inverted, left inverted, up, left. You notice anything? Yeah, I moved it to the wrong way, right? If you did that, it would make it seriously messed up, and you don't want that to happen. So always make sure that you move it correctly. So continuing, it's up, front, up inverted, front inverted. So now the piece is where it needs to be. Now the next piece we need is still the white and red, which happens to be in here. So you need to get this out of here. Easy way of doing that is to find the red and yellow piece and put that into place. So you look up at the top for the red and yellow. Here it is. So we need to match up the yellow. There it is. So now we do the exact same thing we just did. Up inverted, left inverted, up, left, up inverted, up, front, up inverted, front inverted. So now it's where it needs to be. So now we are only missing the white and red piece. This one, we do not do the same algorithm because we're moving it to the right. We're no longer moving things to the left, we're moving it to the right. White's matched up, we're ready to go. So now what we need to do is up, right, up inverted, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted, up, front. So basically we did the exact same thing, but just backwards. So now you have the entire second layer solved. Okay, so now you're ready to move on to the next step, which is to solve the final layer of the cube. This has several different components, so I'm going to break it down into each one. The first thing to do is to solve for the cross on the top layer, just like you did for the green. But this is a little bit trickier because you can't just take them and then flip it over so that way it, you know, like the white and the blue will switch so that it matches with the cross like you did in the green. Because if you do that, you're going to mess everything up that you just did. So you need a little bit more algorithm help here to make this work. So what you need to do is you need to start by taking the L shape right here. If you don't have the L shape, that's fine. Then you'll probably just have this centerpiece here and none of these will be here either. That's fine. Do the exact same algorithm I'm going to show you and then you'll get the L. But you always want to start so that the L looks exactly like this. You don't want it to have it be like this or like this. It always has to be in this formation for it to work. So what you do then is you need to try and get the cross to become a line. So what you do is you go front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now you have the line. And you do that again to get the cross. So front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. And now you have the cross. That's the very first step. If you start with the line already, that's even perfect. Just do the algorithm once and you'll have the cross. You shouldn't have to do it more than 3 times. So now what you need to do is you need to try and match up 2 or more of these pieces right here. So right now I only have the blue and orange piece matched. So I'm going to just try and move the top layer to try and get 2 to match. Luckily, mine does. It's the red and white. These 2 do not match, but that's okay because that's what I'm going to try and fix now. If you can't move this around and none of the colors here match up, that's okay. Just start wherever you want to. But your goal is to usually try and find 2 that match up. Once you get 2 that match up, you want to hold them so that they are in the top right-hand corner. If you don't have 2 that match up, you can, or if you have 2 that are over here, like across from each other, that's fine. Just do the same algorithm I'm going to show you and you'll get these 2 over here. So what you need to do is you need to go right, up, right inverted, up, right, up, up, right inverted. And then you're going to move this one more time, up. So now all of these pieces here match. And you're ready to move on once again